Hello and welcome to the O'Reilly Auto Parts series. We are here at Kentucky for this one, and it is the 2011 version of Kentucky. Important to mention because the tracks are pretty different. They got some different banking quirks and such. I don't know the specific numbers, but this is a track that I have not raced very much at all. Probably I can count on one hand the number of times I've raced here, to be honest, because, of course, NASCAR itself does not go here anymore. It is unfortunately pretty well abandoned in real life. And so you don't see it on schedules all that often, but here in the off-season, they've put it on the O'Reilly schedule for B Open in this one. And that's what we're going out to qualify for right now as the number 4 car here in this 2.8K strength of field. So I really don't know what I'm doing at this place, to be honest. I really don't feel like I have a complete handle on exactly where to even run on the track. I've kind of gotten mixed results from running the very bottom for Q laps and running one lane up. I think you might want to do the one lane up though. I'm kind of leaning toward that. Kind of like right here along this seam. Got through there good enough. And here 3 and 4, I don't know. I guess we're gonna try to just run the bottom, because that's what I was doing in practice before I saw everybody else running one lane up. The finest corner right there, but should be serviceable. Go ahead and do a little bit of a track cut, and then maybe we'll try the one lane up in 3 and 4 this time around. I definitely feel like I'm under driving 1 and 2. I probably could push a little bit harder and get some more time out of it. Let's see what that one lane up here in 3 and 4 does for us. Well, I can overdrive it. That's pretty clear. Yeah, we're out into the wall. I guess, at least for me, the bottom works the best. I don't know if that's where you actually want to be, but obviously right there, that didn't feel too good. Best time I had in practice actually was along the bottom, but it's not really working too well for me anymore, so my guess is you want to do that one lane up in 1 and 2, and maybe if you hit your marks a little bit better. Oh my gosh, the car's getting very tight, very quick. I guess just because the Q setup putting all that weight on the right front, but see if we go down to the bottom here, 1 and 2 again. Yeah. Just not quite as fast, I guess. Let's see bottom in 3 and 4 here. This is basically what I was doing for the majority of practice, just trying to figure out which lane worked better. That felt better. I don't know how it's going to hold up. Right now our Q time's holding up pretty decent, actually. 31.4 is good for P3 and just barely behind the top 2 guys. So I guess we're doing fine. Certainly not the 6,000 strength of field that we've been getting. There's a 31.2 from the 3. I guess we could stop and see what he did for the Q lap. That would probably give us a pretty definitive answer right there. Stop. Let me get it slowed down. It sneaks up on you. That cone feels like it's pretty far out from the actual pit lane, but we got it stopped right there. So I'm gonna park my car. The beautiful grape, Welch's grape, created for me by Barrett. And that's right, we were going to check out what the 3 did since we have some time. It looks like he took the first lap to get the tires up to temp. Okay, so he's 1 lane up in 1 and 2. Even a little bit higher even, it looks like. Get this angle a little bit better. Okay, so he does use that second lane as well in 3 and 4. Okay, good to know. Maybe when I have a little bit more grip at the start of the Q run, it sticks a little bit better there. But he was able to get a 31.2 from that, which is better than I've been able to get. I think that 31.4 was about the best lap I've hit so far. And it's looking like it might stick for a P4 starting spot. That's perfectly fine for me. We are the 4 car, so it makes sense to me. Let's go ahead and put the race setup in. I loosened it up a decent bit.
Are now back to normal. That's the
Felt like it was getting on the right front a little bit too much after a handful of laps that I did while practicing. So I loosened it up pretty good, since I figured we might be in some dirty air at some point too, and I'd rather fight some loose conditions rather than tight. So we'll see if that's what we get. P4 is where we're starting.
Strength of field is 2,800. The track temp is
everything's
81
set up
Fahrenheit.
here.
The air temp is 66.
57 laps on a full tank.
Strength of field is 2,800.
There's your strength of field. We got a
We
decent
expect to be for the podium.
pit window, looks like. 45 being halfway, so we got a little bit of wiggle room. I think I would want to go a little bit longer.
Half the field is on the grid.
3 sets of tires. Okay, okay. Make sure that's unmuted. So we'll see what kind of racing we get here. I'm not too familiar.
My
with this
first
track.
one there, Kentucky for the week. Let's try to have a good one here.
Same here, Adam.
So far, everyone seems friendly. We'll see if that lasts. A lot of time it does not, sadly. A lot of time you end up people yelling at each other, but maybe this will be
Cars left to
a
grid.
completely clean race and nobody will have any reason to be yelling and saying terrible things about one another. We will see. And we rolling off here shortly. We only got a couple guys we're waiting on. P5 starter, P12,
You have 3 additional sets of tyres during this race.
P20.
Have a good race. Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid.
Alright, guys waiting to the last second like they often do. I don't know why people do that, but I guess you could save a little bit of fuel by waiting around. I don't know. You get distracted. I have no idea. We're
Hey,
rolling
DJ,
now.
what's good, man?
1 to go. Next time by. Line up on the outside.
What's up, Adam?
Pit road is closed.
Not much. Hunting another W for the week.
In like a second gear start.
Yeah, me too. I got me a couple poles last week and a win. I'm just
So I guess
on an
if
iRacing grind right now.
the preferred line is the one lane up
Been
in
that,
the
race with
corners,
me. I was
then it
in
might
the
be
Auto
kind of a
Club last
Michigan
night.
situation.
I
Where the guy at the bottom
place,
takes
and,
that lane, so you can't
I've
just
won
turn
by
down into him.
15.6 seconds.
Oh yeah, bro, nice.
We get a great view of the leader here, though we're all going to be going on green anyway. But I'm cautiously
Brandon,
optimistic
meet again.
about
Try
this
not to
Kentucky
spin in
race we
front
got
of me.
going. Coming up here shortly, 90 laps in the O'Reilly
Get
Series.
ready. Going green.
Track I've not raced very often.
Here as well. I don't
See
think
how
he
it
made
goes.
the race though, but says he was signed up.
Try to get ourselves a good
Next
start.
car is off.
Yeah, Brandon, the other week, spun in front of me, or whenever it was, spun in front of me that one race.
I ain't raced in 4 months till like 2 days ago.
Green flag. Green flag.
Oh, man, there's another Brandon.
Inside. Clear.
Oh my goodness.
Car outside.
Loose in front of us.
Keep low.
All good. We hold it together.
Clear.
Alright. I wonder if you can like take the bottom and it would be better on the tires or anything like that. Guys had taken this one lane up though. I feel like this is going to be one of those races I could probably learn a lot by watching other guys. Although I bet you can get some good rotation running that seam right there. That would probably help get the car rotated as well.
The leader's just done a 32.12. The car in front has just done a
Really don't have any
32.16.
idea if this is a place that loves to shred tires or anything like that. Lots of unknowns for this race. I try to stay off the throttle as much as possible, because we got somebody going on in the pits up there. Uh-oh.
No damage.
Okay,
Car
we're
looks
good.
clean.
I wasn't paying attention. Got out into the outside wall. Another thing that I don't, I'm not too familiar with is how far the walls are from the right side of my car, apparently.
7.
I'm just riding right now, learning a little bit. Don't mind lifting a little bit more. The driver's ahead.
The car in P7, just at the fastest lap.
We're gonna go to our inside.
5-1, inside, still there at the bottom. Keep high, clear inside.
Ooh, gotta try to cut under. That's where they were going.
Refueling
That's
window
fine.
opens on lap
Probably
34.
don't need to be that
Close on
aggressive.
lap 55.
That's team just letting you know you're playing well that.
So far so good. Car getting maybe a little bit tight, but not too bad. We're also following the wake of two cars in the same line, so
Just done
that could also be contributing to that.
.289.
Get on that seam a little bit. Two car behind seems like they're trying to go forward, though. They've been trying to get their nose down there.
Car inside,
I'm gonna get to the outside of the one.
still there at the bottom. Still there inside. Clear. Car inside. Still there. Still there at the bottom. Still there, hold your line.
Some side-by-side racing, whether I want it or not.
Still there, hold your line. Clear. Car inside. Still inside.
No idea if I'm being terrible with my tires, if I'm being decent with them, I have no clue.
Stay high, there's a car on the low side.
Not enough experience here to be able to tell you the answer to that question.
Still inside. Still inside. Still there. Still there at the bottom.
Probably not doing great things though, considering we've been on the outside for a handful of laps. Let's go ahead and just back
Clear
out,
inside.
put down low. Oh, got a little bit of apron there, that's not good. I can tell you that's probably not the racing line.
That lap time was 32.69.
Just taking in some information here. We're hanging with the top 4, so I guess we're doing all right. Let's see if the tires last very long. Right now it seems like we're okay. Got a little bit of a gap behind us, not a huge one though. It might be pulling away from us just a little bit now.
That was 32.
The lead
6-1.
is up 32.547.
Car ahead is car number 2.
I think I would like to loosen the car up a little bit more even. Because it's not the worst, but I would prefer a little more turn in it, I think. Feels like we're just losing a little bit of pace, so let me grab my cheat sheet here with my one available hand. See if I can take a look at that. Maybe we'll make some pit stop adjustments.
Nice one, Colton.
Okay, so let me try not to lose too much time while I do that. So we'll make a couple clicks. Ugh, I
That
missed
lap
it.
was 32.71.
You want to make equal adjustments here, I think. So do the plus 0.1, minus 0.1. That'll be entry and exit. A little bit looser. Hopefully enough to make a noticeable difference. Got the 5 car coming up on us now. Maybe saved their stuff a little bit better. Definitely getting tight. Ooh, it's starting to push a little bit on exit. That's not good. I think I would much prefer some more turn out of this thing. 'Cause right now it's not turning like I need it to. Even after I made some adjustments to loosen it up.
Inside.
Alright, he's reached us. They should be able to get around no
You've just done
problem.
33.04.
Still inside. Clear inside.
Definitely seems like you don't want to be up any higher than 1 and 2. Allowing, Jesus. I have to let the full team by.
Car inside. Still there, hold your
Clearly
line.
I don't know how to race this
Leader
place.
is running 32.961. Still there, hold your line.
Filing behind him here. Got a big gap now though. That's nice. Hopefully that'll help us out. Get back on track with this. Still P6, not too bad. Certainly not time to panic or anything.
Okay, Colton, the next car is
We
Tim.
might pit a little bit earlier than initially anticipated though to get those adjustments in and to fix my driving mistakes that led to some overdriving.
You've just done a 33.31.
Pretty fun place to drive, though. It's nice when you get a intermediate track where you have to use a little bit of brake. Tried to get some rotation down there using the throttle. It did not work.
That lap time was
Just gonna have to hope we can
33.49.
stay ahead of this next group behind us until it's time to pit. Got a long way to go, though. Losing time pretty bad. I might make the adjustments a little bit larger even. Let's do that. A couple more clicks. I just want to do enough that it's actually going to make a difference. Gotta get back on that seam, it looks like. So I'm losing a lot of time by not driving it there.
You've just done a 33.35.
If that ends up being too loose, I still prefer that over what I've currently got, so let's just go for it. Going so slow through these corners, it almost feels like you only put it in third gear. I doubt it. I don't think we're quite that slow, but it really feels bogged down.
The leader
It
consider
has everything to do with my
33.004.
bad tire management, though. Down to like 6,000 RPM. Man, I've done terrible trying to conserve. Only one way to learn, though, if you're at a track you're not too familiar with. That's by getting the laps in and making the mistakes. So, how did I get a tenth faster that lap compared to last lap? I feel like I hit the same line.
Brandon, you get to me, I'll let you buy if you're faster, man.
I managed to be a tenth and a half lap faster that lap.
The lap time was at 33.40.
The handling the car coming back to me? Do I secretly have the ultra long run car? I highly doubt it. I'm probably just hitting my marks better than I have been.
I'm in safe, but it seems like it's gonna be a long run here.
Oh, no, plowing again.
But I didn't know.
Oh my god. Terrible.
No damage. Car looks clean.
I might have to pit like lap 44 or something. This is not good. So we can avoid the wall this lap, but I'm still going very slow.
That lap was at 33.63.
Man, it's so dangerous to come in early, though. Get the yellow at a bad time or something. Maybe we make sure that we pit a little bit earlier than everybody and get like an undercut going, and then maybe we can at least be in lucky dog position if the yellow does come out. That might be what we have to do, because we're in bad shape at the moment. 10's coming up on us. He's going to pass us before too long.
was at 33.54.
No turn
That's half
whatsoever.
fuel. You've used half your fuel.
When does the fuel window open? It's 57 laps on a full tank, if I remember correctly. We're pretty close right now, but that's too much too early for me.
33.327.
Okay, Colton. Lap times are pretty consistent.
I think the earliest I'd come in is lap 41. That's maybe what we'll do. Try to right this ship. No turn. Ken's just able to keep it down lower and low past us here.
Still there, hold your line. Clear inside.
Go. Telling me he's bidding? Is that what that was? I'm gonna say it's a little early for that. Looked like he was swerving down the backstretch to tell me he was bidding. Maybe that was trying to say thank you or something. Hand out the window type thing in case I didn't have chat enabled.
The car in front of us is now Mike, car number 10.
Looks like that 14 up there, is he falling back to us, or am I making that up? He might be struggling as well. No, I think I'm making that up. About 7 more
Man,
laps
looks
to go
it's
before we
starting to
can
get tight in
pit
front of us.
and feel reasonable about it. Got big adjustments coming.
as well.
Hopefully help this thing turn a little bit more. I'll know to be a little bit more gentle with the
I'm
tires. Stay off the right front. Hopefully our second run will be much better. Okay, maybe the 14 is having issues.
That lap time was 33.72.
Something's going on with them. It's like they blew a tire or something. Swerving all over. I wonder if they're having equipment issues or something. Ugh. Don't mind me, just gonna drive this dump truck around the track a couple more times.
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
It's almost like the 14 came back to the 10 just to race him. Weird.
Okay, Colton. The next car is Tim, car number 14.
The leader just did a 33 point.
Well, at least maybe we're not the slowest out here. Feeling pretty bad, but at least seems like we're not the worst. If it is just handling that's got the 14 having issues at the moment. Eleven's catching us, but still about a second and a half away. These guys are taking a real wide go around in the tri-oval. I feel like that's just losing time for no reason. Something a little bit different there. I think it actually paid off with a little bit more speed. was pretty even. I am just suffering until we can get to the pit lane here. About 2 more laps before I can come in and feel a little bit okay about it. Or do we just come in now?
You're losing on the car.
Let's come in now.
The gap is
This car feels
1.1
terrible.
seconds.
Okay, we'll fill you to the end.
Good. Lit him up a little bit, but we gotta get this thing full of fuel and put the tires on it, put the adjustments in, because
5,
I did not do a good job. I'm curious
3,
what these tires are gonna say.
2, 1. Right here.
46.68. Yep, that makes sense. I just hope that we're able to be the lucky dog. I don't think we're gonna be though, so we might have to hustle.
We're done. Get going.
Whoa.
Of course, now they're gonna wreck, right?
Yeah.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. The car in front is Alex, car number 20.
Okay, try to get off pit road quickly. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please. Okay, they saved it.
Sorry about that, Brandon. I thought you was going lower than that. My bad.
More so I
Outside. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Clear all around. Outside.
Sorry there, Brett. That guy there on fresh
Clear.
tires scared the shit out of me.
No, you're good. I see him coming, so I went a little high.
The car in front is
I'll
pitting.
go high.
Outside. The leader just did a 33.
Superman out here now compared to what I was
Outside,
running.
clear.
Your lap time was 32.43.
Try to get on the seam. Try to be a little more gentle on the exits, I guess.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 10 seconds. Car outside. Clear.
Kind of hard to tell if the car's handling any different. Should be a little bit looser, but
You're pulling away from the car behind.
Setting the
The gap
pace.
is 6.9 seconds.
are we the lucky dog? No, we've got one guy we gotta get in front of. Let's try to do that as soon as we can. Not sure where he is on track, but I see smoke and I don't like it.
Outside. Clear outside if you want to.
I gotta back up these corners a little bit more now that I kind of got a better idea of what the
Gaining
racing
on the
line
car in
should
front.
be.
The gap is 5.7 seconds.
Honestly, I would have been comfortable making this thing even looser because I'm not having any trouble with the loose conditions. And I feel like if I can handle it, if I can handle a loose race car, then you might as well go right up to that edge. And it feels like there's a lot more I could put into this thing and still get turned. Is 14 indicating that they're pitting, or are they swerving? They're going low on exit for some reason.
Outside. Clear up top.
Looked like they were staying low on exit or something to protect the bottom to pit, but I guess not.
Half distance, fuel looks good. That was a 32.31.
Car outside. Still there. Clear.
Say you're taking the bottom lane whether you want to or not. It looked like he went to the second lane. Kind of protected against that and ran the bottom, so thankfully that's how it worked out. See how this undercut
Car
works?
outside.
Usually undercut not a great idea,
Clear outside.
unfortunately. But who knows? For us, I still think it was probably the best option just to get these changes in the car. To drive it a little bit better the second half of the race.
The leader
Okay,
did a
Colton, the next car is one lap behind.
33.597.
The lap time was at 32.47.
We are the lucky dog at this point. That makes me feel a lot better. Still would
Gaining
prefer
on the
they did
current
not
front.
wreck,
The gap is 9.5.
but at least I won't be trapped. And they're trying to make it happen, so...
Car number 9. That lap time was...
I wish my car was that loose. That's what I want. I want a car that's that loose, that I'm worried about spinning on exit. That's just not what I'm feeling, though. I don't think I've gotten loose on exit all race. And that's probably all on me for overdriving it onto the right front, but... give me the chance. I guess. Weird thing to ask for, but...
Car outside. Clear up top.
bottom there.
Outside.
Bottom here.
Clear outside. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 6.4 seconds.
Our guy's getting loose out of 4.
Alright, Colton, the next car is...
That's what it looks
one
like
lap
the
behind.
16 dealt with there. We very nearly unlapped ourselves. Looks like some are planning on pitting. I'm assuming that's what that was. Unless that was a thank you.
Just like we know we can't do it during this call.
That's because I'm not
The
a
car in
fucking
front
driver.
is pitting.
There's only one driver in this race and it's definitely not me.
The quickest right now. You've just
Pit
done
stops happening.
32.59.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 3.7 seconds.
0.7 seconds. Oh, we got another person up there. I wonder if they pit already or something. $16 running the high line? Wonder how well that works out. I genuinely don't know. Yeah, they're running all the way up there. Doesn't look like it's working too well though, because the 16's getting passed.
The leader just did a 33.7.
The next car is one lap behind.
This could get a little bit tight.
Outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.4 seconds. Outside, 2 wide.
Alright, unlap ourselves. We're on the lead lap. Well, these guys still have to pit.
Car inside. Keep high.
Bad time for that.
Stay high with the car on the low side. Keep high.
Where is the 19
You're up top,
going?
3
What are
wide.
you doing?
Right side, 2 wide, clear
Whoa,
inside.
they got real tight or something.
Okay,
Car
onto the
inside,
next car
you're up
is
top, 3 wide.
15.
Right side, 2 wide.
Trying to
Go
navigate
inside.
all these drivers.
Keep high. Still there, inside.
I don't know why the lap car is
But
racing me.
What's this?
Clear
195.
inside.
I had a
Wasting our
ball.
time, but we are clear now. Car's feeling much better this run so far. We've only got about 17 laps on it, but I feel like we're doing better handling wise
12.
already. Still think I could have loosened it up more, but it's better than what we had. It's gonna cycle out and look like we're doing really
You're pulling
well
away from the car
for a minute,
behind.
and then
Gap
all
is
the guys on
2.2
fresher tires
seconds.
are gonna catch up, but
I'm pitting in this time.
pretty much the whole field all waited till their tank is empty here.
Fitting,
Lap
fitting.
time was at 33.00. Okay, Colton, the next car is Adam, car number 21.
Really curious how this is gonna cycle out.
Yep, 10 cars fitting
The car
right here
in front,
also.
fitting.
7, I'm coming in right here. Stay footed, hold on high.
See smoke. Really hope they can
Thank you, sir.
do this whole cycle
Leader
cleaning.
fitting now.
Is pitting.
You're in the
Alex,
top
I'm
10.
coming in this time.
Nine at the moment. Probably gonna pass some
Leader is
more
running
as there are the pits up ahead.
44.288.
Adam,
The car in front
is
pitting.
pitting.
See more smoke, unless that's just smoke that wafted away from what we saw last lap.
You're in
Lap time
fifth.
was
We're gonna be in the lead by quite a
23.24.
bit, but that's gonna go away very quickly. The hope here, I guess, is that we can catch a well-timed caution, I suppose.
Car ahead is 2 laps
If we
behind.
do, and we come down pit road again, I think I'm loosening this thing up even more.
Okay, you are the leader.
Get some laps, lad. That's neat. I guess for what that's worth. We're gonna have guys coming up very, very fast, though. Have to be aware. Seems like there's some pretty big fall off here. On the fresh tires, we were at almost a second faster.
And last lap was at 33.
In fact, I think we were, maybe even a little
You're
bit more
pulling
than a
away from the
second.
car behind. The gap is 9.9 seconds. The car in P5 just set the fastest lap. 31.89.
31.8. Wow, that is much faster than what we're doing at the moment.
Keep it up. Doing a really good job.
Well, that was at
Yeah, debatable.
33.26.
Really good job, but it looks good for the sponsors when we're out here in the front. Take your screenshots now. Take your pictures.
The car in P5 just set the fastest lap. 31.82.
Fastest laps being set all over the place.
That lap was at 33.26.
Car inside.
Caught in a pretty good spot there, so we should be okay.
Clear.
Wait, turn into the corner. Scared me a little bit.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 5.7 seconds.
Okay, 5.7 seconds. They'll be here in about 2 or 3 laps, it seems.
33.58.
That last lap cost us quite a bit, that weird turn in. Didn't realize that we lost so much. I always get my hopes up whenever I do these cuts. What do you call them? Pitting early. I always get my hopes up because I'm like, man, we're pretty far in the race and no one's passed me yet. And
The
then
car behind is
I
closing
end up
on you. The gap
20th.
is 3.5 seconds.
by the time the race is over, just because of how absurdly faster they are. Undercut, that's the word I was thinking of. I literally said it earlier and then I forgot it. Yeah, the car's giving up now. It's starting to plow again.
You've got half your fuel left.
There's P2 back there. I'll be here in about a lap.
Car in front is 3 laps behind.
Car's not turning, man.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.4 seconds.
Alright, 11 to go. We'll see if we can hold on to as many spots as possible. It's not going to be a win. We can hold on as best we can and see what spot we can finish. Peter's going to be here to pass us probably by the end of this corner.
Sorry, Adam, I didn't realize that was you. It's all good.
The car inside. Clear inside.
Obviously no fighting that. Who's next? Right now we got at least 4 seconds back to the next person for position, because that's as far back as we can see on the relative.
The leader is running 32.438.
I can't believe how much this thing is plowing, man. I feel like I tried to do better this run. And it does feel better, maybe, but it's still just not nearly where I would like it.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 3.6 seconds.
3.6
You're losing
seconds
on the
back
car
to
in front.
third.
The gap is 2.2 seconds.
2 or 3 laps probably away from passing us.
Inside. Still inside. Clear. Car inside. Stay high, there's a car on the low side. Still inside. Clear.
Okay, one car, 1.9 back. Now it's starting to feel a little bit loose on exit. That was the first time it felt like that. I think it's just because I exited a little bit lower.
4.6 seconds.
That was 33.68.
Nine car approaching.
Car outside. Stay low.
Right, they're just gonna pin me down the track.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
Good.
Clear.
Oh, very close.
That lap time was 33.73.
Thank you, Alex.
Yep.
Alright, here come a couple of positions we're about to lose.
Yep.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
Next car
You're
is
up top. 3
behind.
wide. Inside. 2 wide. Clear. Car outside. Clear high.
Alright, but we have about 8 seconds back to 5th, so we might be able to hold on for P4. We'll see. Depends on how fast they're approaching, I guess.
Car number 2.
Maybe that's optimistic. We're getting a little bit loose on the exit of 4 now. I have no idea why it's behaving the way it is at this point.
Jaden, car number 1.
It's still definitely way too tight through the entry and middle. But the right rear's showing up a little bit at least. I guess that's something.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, we're not so much worried about the cars in front at this point. Unless we get a yellow. At this point, we're just trying to hold on to P4 so we can match our car number. And that's in doubt, because they are 7 seconds back and we got 12 laps to go. We need them to not be gaining a second a lap. It'll probably be close. I think before pit stops we were 6th, weren't we? So, if we can beat that, then the undercut strategy was a good idea. If we end up just in 6th again, then it was just, it didn't matter probably. We might be able to hold on to this. He's still 6.0 back.
You're
We've
losing on the car in front.
10 laps
The
to
gap
go.
is 3.1 seconds.
It almost feels like the car's getting a little bit more turn this far into the run for whatever reason. It's not doing that terrible push out into the wall
How did we wind up behind these guys, Jaden?
at a 4.
That was good. It kind of ended up great, yeah.
Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Not an ideal time to try to race.
I'm thinking you can have bottom here in 1.
A little bit.
Thank you.
Nine, I'll stay high.
8 laps to go, about 4.8 back. If they do reach us, they're probably going to be able to pass us no trouble just because of all the extra grip, but We just have to make up all that time. That's the only hope I've got. They've got 21 lap fresher tires. It's pretty significant.
The leader is running 33.2.
Really like that we actually got a little bit of looseness at the end, though. Like, it's actually rotating through the exit.
That was
In the corner.
33.62.
I wish it felt this way the whole time. At least whenever it started getting really tight.
Okay, Colton, the next car is a lap behind.
Thank you.
Well, the 10 is approaching very quick. We may or may not be able to hold on to 4th, but we do have a bigger gap back to number 5, so maybe that is where we'll end up. And that would still be better than where we came into the pits, so might have been worth it. Okay. A little bit of that snap. Now I'm starting to see how some guys got the snap.
5 laps to go.
Really don't need to do that.
It's going well. Keep at it.
I need to have smoother laps in order to try my best to hold on to this position. Okay, that's better. Wow, green the whole way.
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Don't jinx it. There's still time. The guy talking about green the whole way, and it is not over yet. I've definitely seen zero caution races get one right at the very end. Not unheard of. It's 2 seconds back.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm trying to run down Brad.
Oh my god, I was looking at who's talking and I didn't pay attention to the wall. What an idiot. Oh,
2
what a
laps to
stupid
go.
move.
2 to go.
Adam, you don't need to do that. You can stay back there. I'll be happy with that.
I was trying to see what they were talking about. I
The car behind
took my eyes
is
away
closing
from
on
the
you.
road.
The gap is 1.5
That might have been the...
seconds.
That's going to end up being the difference too, I bet. Oh my god. Let's try not to let that happen.
2 to go.
Still plowing really bad in 1 and 2.
The leader just did a 33.
Oh, I ran out of time, Brad.
You just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go.
It's going to come right down to the wire. They are 0.8 back there.
White flag. 1 more to
On
go.
the last lap here. I'm going to need a monster final couple of corners.
Took the win.
Well done, Nathan.
Wow, we actually held them off. How about that? Good race, good win. Alright.
4. Okay.
Chicken
so,
flag,
well
chicken
done,
flag.
mate.
P4 as the 4 car. Looks like the undercut and making those
Really well.
adjustments. I think that was a really good move. Because we came into the pits 6th place, did the big undercut. And I don't know if it was specifically the adjustments I made, if it was just the fact that the undercut actually works, or maybe I just drove better the second half of the race, but whatever the case, we gained 2 spots through the pit cycle. I mean, heck, it could have just been us entering and leaving pit road smoother. Who knows? Could have been a number of things, but I find myself not regretting going in and getting those adjustments as soon as possible, given how we were feeling before. And it still wasn't great. These tires are not going to look good. What? 46, 41? Huh. And yet the right front, look, is so much hotter than the right rear. That is bizarre, because that is not at all what I was feeling in the car. I assumed it was going to be 20% worse on the right front again. But look at that, 41% on the rear tire. I guess that's why I was getting loose at the end. That's crazy. That is not at all what I expected. So clearly the adjustments I made actually did do something different. Now I tried to approach it better as well. I don't know how much it was that and how much it was the adjustments on the car, but huh. Heck, maybe we just did a much better job the second run with the adjustments and keeping the tires even, or hitting a much better average laps that whole second run. So, I don't know, but started 4th, finished 4th as the 4 car. Did everything we were expected to do after all of that movement up and down the field. We go green the whole way. It was a really great race. Gave me plenty of time to try to course correct after the really rough start. We were the earliest pitter as far as I know, lap 40. I think I'm pretty happy with that, how that worked out. All right, cool. Some interesting strategy in this one. You love to see that. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what did happen out here, though we know no yellow flags. But we did see some guys getting sideways, and I remember I saw that one driver off into the grass. Is this loading or... Okay, there we go. Alright, so lap 4 of the 19 getting loose. Taking a visit down to pit lane. Not the race they were looking for, I'm sure. I know the 17 was the guy that ended up in the grass. Is this it? Right here? Nope, into the wall this time. Number 7, outside wall. Here's the 16 running that higher line. Credit to him for thinking outside of the box. Looks like his tire readings are showing up there. And we're probably going to get a couple more of those, a couple more tire readings. I don't remember when the 17 got loose and into the infield. I think it was after, it was after we pit, and I think we were even back on the lead lap at that point. So it wasn't until much later. There's our tires getting worn. Here's the 2's tires getting worn. 7 heading down to pit lane. He gets it slowed down. There's when the 26 got scared. He said that fresh tires spooked him. Yeah, he must not have seen me approaching in the mirror or something, because you can visually see him kind of be like, whoa. He would have been fine. I was going down to the bottom lane. I think even if he wanted to take that second lane, he would have been just A-okay. Apologies to him for scaring him, though. Didn't really necessarily want to do that, but just had to get going. Clearly it mattered. If we lifted for even a second, that probably would have been the difference in keeping 4th. 8 looking like me in the first run, just plowing through the corner. No chance to get that thing to turn. Contact up ahead. Man, the 16 probably should have just gone ahead and took it to the pits if he hadn't pit already. That would have been an actually really good pit entry if he hadn't pit yet. Let's see when he came in, lap 40. So he was on fresh tires. He was, I guess, catching the lead lap. Yeah, the lead lap car right there. Trying to get by quickly. I guess maybe missed the mark or something. Oh, hit the apron. Yikes, that's a scary moment for the one for sure. Faster car approaching and not able to hold the line on the bottom. But moving right along. Try to get past all these tire wear warning situations. I'm so glad that that undercut actually kind of worked out for us, because a lot of times that just doesn't work. And that's why everybody was pitting right at the end of the fuel run. In fact, most of these guys that we're seeing right now still haven't pitted at this point. I do kind of wonder if I had those adjustments in from the start that I had for the second half of the race and knew how to run the track a little bit more, if I could have been keeping up with the leaders a little bit better. I don't know if I had anything for the eventual winner. They won by 6 seconds, but maybe we could have been hanging out with the 2 and the 1. We only ended up about 8 seconds back behind them, but considering how bad I was that first run, and the fact we had to do the undercut, which typically is not the best move, maybe there's a chance we could have been fighting right alongside those 2. But right now we're just getting a bunch of these tire things. I'm going to go a little bit faster. Here's the 15. Ooh, downshifted one too many times maybe. Loses it on pit entry. Seven gets the wall. That looked like me almost at the end of the race, where just kind of lost track where the wall was. 20 decides to do it on the entry instead. 16 up there on the high line. Doesn't look like there's much grip up there though. Looks like that's like some dirty track up there maybe. It's really not gripping up. Still just a bunch of tires wearing out. Here's our tires on lap 85. Here's me getting loose on exit. And then another one of our tires, I guess. Yeah, because the right rear went down below 50, and then the right front went down below 50. And then that was the end of the race. The 9 finishes a lap down, so it says lap 90, but that is the end of the race. So P4 for us. Only the top 9 ended up on the lead lap. And thankfully we were able to stay one of them, match our car number, and learn how to run Kentucky 2011 a little bit better over time. Learn how to approach it a little bit better. I do think getting around those seams is a little bit better than trying to move around the track anywhere else. And those adjustments, I think, were a good idea. So let's see the race results page now. Give me a second while I bring that up. And there it is. So 17 I rating gained in the 2886 strength of field. You can see here we were not quite as fast as the top 2 on fast speed. They were going hard at the end because they had the shorter stint, I suppose. We were at 32.0. 147 championship points. That's pretty darn good. I'm happy with how this ended up going. We finished ahead of some fast drivers. Guess we'll scroll down here and see the rest of your finishing results. Huh. I did not notice that. How many Brandon Burkharts are there out there? At least 3, apparently, and 2 of them were in this race. And then we got Brandon Lockridge Burkhart. That's an oddity. Anyway, that'll do it for this one. Thank you for watching some Kentucky 2011 in the O'Reilly series. Not really too bad of a track. I enjoyed learning that one. So hope you enjoyed watching. That'll do it for this one. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.